Good morning, everyone. Welcome, folks, to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas' daily free runner show, brought to you by who? The best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, SportsMemo. You know how we begin every show. Good morning, Dionne.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. It's always a happy day when I get to not just wake up with the love of my life, but get to work with you during the First Family show. And we've been doing some good content here.
We have.
I mean, maybe sports betting in general is slowing down a little bit with the NHL and NHL and NBA almost done. But, just because the weather's getting warmer and we take our vacations, our kids are off from school, doesn't mean that you cannot build a bankroll in baseball.
That's right.
And really build it up for the start of football. Football's like 88 days away, guys, something like that. But having said that, Dee, I get to wake up with you and I get to do this show. And you got this Princess Leia thing going today. And I've got to tell you, I've always had a Star Wars fantasy. We'll talk about it. But that's for a different type of show. Guys, I've got a few things I want to tell you about. First of all, back in the late 60s and early 70s, I was born in 69. I remember the reruns. There was a great show on TV. I think Ross will remember it. It was called Family Affair. Brian Keith, there was Jody and Buffy and Sissy and Mr. French. It was a hit show. I remember the reruns. There are very few family members in this business. Dionne and I are the only husband-wife team in this business. There is a very famous father-son pair, and you're going to see the son on this show later, and then he's also joining me on the MLB show. Ralph Michaels, the godfather of sports betting. He's over at Wager Talk, our brother company. He came up with a wonderful idea, and Wager Talk and SportsMemo love it. It's still in the planning phase, so it's not a definite yet, but we're very excited about this, in where Ralph and his son, Jeff, Dionne and I are going to be doing a football show on Fridays. We're thinking about maybe the name Family Affair. This is not set in stone, but we are excited about it. Maybe my big mouth is letting the cat of the bag.
I'm too young to remember that show.
You are too young, but you know what? I like some young. Anyway, but, this is something that is in the works, and we're very excited about it. So hopefully it comes to pass that we are going to do the show. We're going to keep you up to date on that. Having said that, guys, I told you I was going to go do my first workout last night, and I did. My good buddy, you know him as Pain Train Dave Mazzini. He trained me one-on-one. We did a boxing and a kickboxing workout. Now, 6th-degree black belt, 3-time Gold Glove winner. I did a workout. I can tell you this. Everybody in the gym stopped when I was doing my bag work, my mitt work, and my speed bag and my double under work. It was amazing. You don't want to go, whether it's in the ring or in the street with Joey D, I'll tell you that. But I did come to realize that when I did my lower body work, my kicks, I had the flexibility of a pregnant friggin' moose. It wasn't pretty. You would have thought I was in special ed, I'll tell you that. But a lot of work I've got to get done. I did have a good gas. I didn't run out of stamina, run out of breath too often, but I did run a little bit. It was a great workout. What I love about this place, 9 Round in Spring Valley, is they monitor your heart, and they want your heart rate up, but not too far up. So if it starts exceeding, a limit, getting a little too quick, you're going to breathe a little bit. And I love that. And everybody works at their own pace. Great place, 9 Round, Spring Valley. Having said that, guys.
I may have to wait another week and then come in with my pom-poms and stand on the sideline and go Joey, go Joey.
Listen, we may have to stop the show. First it's the Star Wars fantasy. Now it's the cheerleader fantasy. As the captain of the football team. So stop. You got to stop, Dee. That's a whole other show. That's going to be our other new show. But having said that, we're both donning Yankee stuff. And I want to say something. I'm going to talk about the Yankees later. The Yankees are on a different level. We know that with 1/3 of the regular season in the books, they have the best record in baseball. But to come back yesterday, I went to bed last night. I was losing. I had the Yankees as a premium play on the run line. I was losing 7-3, chalked it up as a loss. Woke up at 2 a.m. Not only did they come back with authority, and they take the game on the run line. I love it. Having said that, I want to tell you, I have the greatest dad in the world. I love my father very much. He lives with us. He's 90. He hasn't been in Atlantic City in 25 years, and he is still rated the 7th highest rated craps player in the history of Atlantic City. There are people that gamble, and there are gamblers. He's a gambler, and I love my dad. He got me a present. Now, I met this superstar quite a few times. I even had a few drinks with him when I was a teenager at his place. My father, and he is without a doubt, I'm going to bring Ross Benjamin on in a minute, without a doubt, one of the single greatest all-around baseball players that ever lived. No question. There's Mays, Mantle, DiMaggio. In today's times, I'll go to Griffey. Bonds could have had it if he didn't go to juice route. But I will tell you, there was no arguing that Mickey Mantle is one of the greatest all-around baseball players that ever lived and one of the sweetest guys. My father, for Father's Day, because I collect a lot of stuff, got me an original. It's wrinkled in the back, and I love that it's wrinkled. An original menu from Mickey Mantle's joint in New York, and it's signed. I love you, Dad. That is the greatest thing. I love you, Dad. I have the greatest dad in the world. So having said that, guys, later on today, on the baseball note, you guys need to tune into Full Count, Sports Memo's MLB betting coverage show. It's coming to you live, 12 p.m. Pacific. I got it right today. 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be hosting. Joining me, Jeff, JM Sports, and Kevin Thomas. Tune into that before you make any of your Friday baseball decisions. Dionne has an announcement. Then we're going to bring on our all-star cast. And, guys, Friday is like going to be payday for you all over again. You can count on your weekly paycheck on Fridays, but you can count on Ross Benjamin and Jeff of JM Sports to get you paid today. Great cast. Dionne, take it away.
All right. Joey and I have that amazing discount still going on over at Sports Memo. 7 days, all sports, all access. Use code SWEEP7 upon checkout. That's right, $59 for a full week from either one of us.
Sports fans, without any further ado, because you know how much I hate ado, all-star panel today. The pioneer of the sports betting industry, Ross Benjamin, and the new kid on the block, at least compared to me and Dionne and Ross, Jeff of JM Sports. Welcome, guys. I love you guys.
Good morning.
I got to say good morning. Happy Friday to JM and Ross. How is everybody doing today?
All good.
Good. Can't complain.
Way to go. Now, Ross, I've got to ask you, Ross, even though you and I look phenomenal for our age, we're not kids anymore. Did you ever watch Mickey Mantle? You remember Mickey, right? Oh, I love it. I love it.
64, Joe, the 64 World Series against the Cardinals, game-winning home run. And they lost that series in 7 games, but he was my all-time favorite player as a kid, and probably to this day. I mean, maybe Thurman Munson comes close, but I loved Mickey Mantle. He was my idol when I was a child, So.
And even kids that grew up in that area and adults that were not from New York or Yankees fans, that was their idol, and he was deservedly so. And as great as he was, always had a smile on, always there for a fan.
Yeah, you like to have a couple too many pops at times, but
well, you know what? A lot of people blame Billy Martin for that, but coming from
one of my other favorites as a manager,
Absolutely. Oh wait, I would say he was as passionate about managing as I am about everything.
5'7", and he'd fight anybody,
Absolutely. Do you remember when him and Reggie Jackson went at it in the dugout?
Yeah,
Reggie, who was a monster. Reggie was a monster, and he didn't back down.
Yeah.
So. We love the Yankees. We love, and there are certain players you just love. And Mays was right there as one of the single greatest. DiMaggio. And I'm going to say that I think
I'm a Jeter fan.
She's a Jeter fan. I get it.
Yeah.
Hey, you love Thurman Munson. I love Thurman Munson. I'm going to tell you, my favorite all-around player ever of all time, Ron Guidry, because I grew up in that era.
Yeah.
He was a god to me.
Louisiana Lightning, baby.
And I'll tell you, sentimental-wise, I will tell you, my family went through a very hard time in the mid to late 70s. And I could always depend on Ron Guidry to uplift my spirits. I'll tell you that as a child, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. And I loved Guidry for that. And I still love him for that. I'm going to cry. And I got to meet him, hang out with him, and meet all the players. But, Mickey Mantle was just on another level. He was as close to a living god as you can get. And people don't realize that, even during Maris, when he hit the 61, they had to pitch around Mantle. They moved Mantle down.
What did Mantle hit like 53 that year? So
can I tell you? And then he busted his arm and he hit a home run 500 feet. My father, I'm going to tell you a funny story, then we'll get into the show, guys. I'm sorry. My father was a union boss in the newspaper mail deliverers union, and he actually had a special route with the Park Avenue route. At the time, the entire team had to live under one roof, and they did live under the roof, except for Mantle. I believe I forgot the name of the Park something hotel. My father did a route, went to the Park Hotel, saw Mickey Mantle stumbling in at 11 a.m., couldn't walk, stumbled out of a cab, fell in the lobby. My father said, the game was at 1 o'clock. My father said he bet a whole week's paycheck against the Yankees. Mantle came out, hit 3 home runs. So just goes to show you how great, And guys, I got to tell you, Just a great player. And I love my dad. He got me that present. Without any more ado, guys, we're here to give out winners and have a few laughs too, and that's what we do.
Oh, we got to give out plays now?
We got to give out plays now. You got to stop with that Princess Leia look. It's killing me. Guys, I got to tell you, I am so honored and so excited every Friday because I get to share a panel with one of my favorite people in the world, let alone this business, and one of the best to ever contribute to sports betting, Ross Benjamin. Ross is going to tell you what he's got going on. He's excited about maybe tonight and over the weekend. And he's got another free winner because God knows he's never short of free winners for the first family. Ross, take it away, buddy.
Thank you so much, Joe and Dionne. And I got a free winner in the Colorado and San Diego game. Before I get to that, just a friendly reminder, folks, at SportsMemo, my Major League Baseball 4% or greater picks, 43-20 since April 27th of last year. And $100 a unit players are up $875. All sports since April the 1st, that is, $100 a unit players up $7,702. All 4-star picks or 4% picks or greater in all sports, 33-14 since April the 6th. And that made $100 a unit players $10,000, $10,315 to be exact. And NBA since April 1st, 41-25. That's good for 62%. And $100 unit players up $8,675. See where I'm going with this, Joe? People need to dabble in. And look, right now, if you go to my page, you're going to get a 1-day pass for $39, a 3-day pass for $59, and a 7-day pass for $99. What are you waiting for? Because my picks are much more expensive on a daily basis than you can get in this subscription plan. So take advantage of that, folks. I'm red hot right now, making my clients a lot of money, and I don't foresee that changing anytime soon. Anyway, let's get to the free pick. It'll be Chad Kuhl, the right-hander, going for the Colorado Rockies, and Joe Musgrove, red hot Joe Musgrove, going for the San Diego Padres. That game, first pitch is slated for 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Chad Kuhl, interesting statistic line for Kuhl, 8-2 to the under in his 10 starts. However, after digging in a little deeper, if you take out his 2 starts against the San Francisco Giants, so in his other 8 starts, all against teams not named San Francisco, 8-0 to the under this year with a 1.75 ERA. The Colorado bullpen, who's been much maligned for most of the season, has pitched well of late with a 3.29 ERA and a 1.17 whip over their last 7. Colorado has gone over the total in just 1 of their last 6 games. And this is a Colorado Rockies team that averages just 3.1 runs scored per game on the road this season. So take them away from Coors Field. They're an anemic offensive team. Joe Musgrove, I mentioned him earlier, 9-1 in his team starts this year. And you know why they're having so much success with him on the mound? In those 10 starts, a 1.64 ERA, an 0.92 whip, averaging 6.8 innings pitched per start. And his first start against Colorado this year, made 3 against them last year. How'd he do in those 3 starts? How about an 0.43 ERA? In all 3 of those games went under the total. And by the way, he averaged 7 innings pitched per start in those 3 outings against Colorado. Why I keep mentioning that is because we eliminate worrying about bullpens when we get a starter that can go that deep into a game. The Padres are 5-1 in their last 6. And the key component there is 3 shutout wins within that 6-game stretch. And the Padres at home, their bullpen has been unstoppable with an 0.96 whip. Now that I'm out of breath, Joe, and I need more oxygen, I'm going to get to the free pick, which is obviously the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres to go under the total of 7.5 on Friday evening.
Sports fans, I'm going to tell you, my good buddy and horse racing partner, betting partner, Pete Rose, said it ain't bragging if you can back it up. And no one in the history of sports betting can back it up like Mr. Ross Benjamin. Ross, it is always a delight when you're here. Not only are you one of the most entertaining and informative people in this business, you're one of the most charismatic. And I and Dionne, when we wake up on Friday mornings, we wake up and smile. I get to wake up with her every morning. I smile because of her, but there's a little more gleam in my smile because I know you're going to be joining us. And we want to thank you. Sports fans, go over to Sports Memo. The customer appreciation that you receive from Sports Memo is unrivaled. Go follow Ross Benjamin. Follow him for a day. You'll buy a 3-day. Follow him for 3 days. You'll buy a 7. Follow him for 7. You'll buy a month. Those discounts are amazing. Follow us. Ross, before you take off, because he's got to get his plays up, before you take off, anything you'd like to leave our viewers with?
Yeah, I mean, tonight I'll have a 4-unit or 4% top play in the NBA on the Boston Celtics Golden State Game 4. And again, folks, 41-25 with my NBA plays since April 1st and 33-14 with all top plays of 4% or better, making a lot of money right now, Joe. Plus, I'll have a 3-game Major League Baseball package up. And don't forget, folks, you can get all 4 of those games for just $39 for a 1-day pass. Take advantage.
Ross, right after the show, I'm going to take out my credit card. I'm going to the website. I want those 4 plays. You're a winner. And anybody that follows him is going to be a winner too. Ross,
Joe, I'm going to be there in late August now.
You're coming here for sure?
Yes, I'm going to be there.
That's it. Ross, I want you to know I can't wait. I always have bail money because I got a funny feeling you and I are going to find some trouble. I can't wait. You let me know the exact dates, and I will be ready. And dinner is on me. I'm not going to argue about the check. Dinner's on me, and I can't wait.
Yeah, a couple of 5'7" Italians who
Well, I want you to know, in Italy, we would probably be a center on the Italian basketball team at 5'7". Well, yeah. we got no war heroes and we can't slam dunk, but boy, are we good looking and we can pick winners.
Well, at least you're taller than me.
Yeah, well, I love her. Ross, to you and your family, have a blessed weekend. I will see you next week. Buddy. Guys, follow Ross. We love him. You love him. Go follow him. He's the winner.
Thank you for having me, Joe.
Thank you, Ross. I want to talk about Jeff. I want to talk about Jeff, guys. He may be new to the First Family Show, but he's certainly not new to bringing you winners. And Jeff, I got to tell you, I am happy to have you on. This is your second stop at the First Family household. And I can't wait to have you on just more and more throughout the summer. But I am excited about this possible new show. This concept's going to be a lot of fun. And, I've been a fan of yours for quite a while now since joining Sports Memo, but over the last month or so that I knew you were going to be joining the First Family, I got to take a look at your records, and you were crushing it on the Sports Memo leaderboard. And we can't be happier to have you as a Friday regular.
Well, I appreciate it, Joe. Yeah, it's been an exciting run, and I got another big one up there tonight for baseball action. So hopefully we can continue those runs, and I'm looking forward to the rumors that I've heard about this potential family affairs show too. Absolutely.
Going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to join you and obviously your father, Ralph Michaels. Now, I know you got some exciting things you'd like to tell everybody about on the premium side of Sports Memo, and I know you've got another free winner for us here on the First Family Show. Jeff, take it away, please.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. I got 5% MLB game of the week up today at Sports Memo for under $15. That's right, $14.99 for my 5% MLB game of the week. And those plays are on a 20-5 run on all MLB plays rated 5 units or higher, up almost 100 units, cashing in on 80%. I'm 23-10 on all 5-unit plays or higher against the spread, regardless of the sport. But that's another big one out there for baseball action for you tonight. But when it comes to today's free pick, I'm sticking in that AL East that you were talking about earlier, and I'm going with the Rays over Minnesota. I mean, Tampa Bay's been dominant with Rasmussen on the mound. They're going 8-3. They've gone 8-3 in his 11 starts this year with just over a 3 ERA. And basically the whole Minnesota lineup has yet to see Rasmussen. I mean, Kepler's the only one in today's potential starting lineup that's registered a hit in his career. And the Rays are the 4th best team in the league in the last 10 games in runs allowed, allowing just 3.4 runs, which should help stop a Twins offense that has been hot. But they haven't won a game since May 24th where they scored less than 7 runs. And the way Tampa Bay's been playing, they've only allowed that many runs twice since May 22nd. And they're 24-7 after a 1-run win in the last 2 years. They're winning that by 2.5 runs per game. And they're 24-8 on the road after 3 consecutive wins the last 2 seasons. They're winning those games by over 2 runs as well. And not to mention, Minnesota's just 3-6 in their last 9. And with Smeltzer on the mound, he's got an ERA under 1 at home, but the team's 0-2 in his 2 home starts. And he's yet to start against anybody in the Rays starting lineup. The Twins had 2 errors yesterday, and they hit 4 home runs, and they still managed to lose the game. A team that hits 4 more home runs and has a tired bullpen that's gone 4 or more innings in 4 straight games is just 35-68 since 1997. That's why I'm going with the Rays tonight.
Sports fans, JM Sports taking the Rays tonight. And guys, he's all over the SportsMemo leaderboard. And I am very excited to have him later on today as a guest on the Full Count Show, where we're going to be breaking down 3 roundtable games, and each one of the contributors will be giving out a best bet. So be sure to tune into that today. Guys, follow him. These discounts you receive over at SportsMemo are unrivaled. Right after the show, SportsMemo, JM Sports. He's a winner. You follow him, you'll be a winner too. JM, will you stick around till the end of the show for us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. He's going to be right back for some closing thoughts and comments. Sports fans, let's go to the First Lady of Las Vegas, who, if I believe, is still ranked number 1 in WNBA.
I am.
Still ranked number 1 in WNBA. Killing it. You know, her free play record is like 43, 44, and 11 or 12 or 13.
I'm on fire.
On fire. She's got something she wants to tell you about on the premium side, and she's got another free winner for you today. Dionne, take it away, darling.
All right. So today I have 2 big winners in my Warriors-Celtics Game 4 winner, and I also have my MLB double play, both posted right now over at SportsMemo for just $10. And as Joey did mention, I am on the leaderboards for WNBA right now, so make sure you check the site later this afternoon, as I will be having some WNBA games posted later on today.
Now, I just want to make this clear for our viewers out there. I know that you just started WNBA and you're undefeated right now, and I want everybody out there to know. I asked her today, so you're going to put up WNBA. She says the lines are moving quite a bit from when I woke up to a few hours later to just before the show. So she's waiting for those lines to stabilize. Is that correct?
That's right. Within 10 minutes, one game, the line changed 3 times.
Okay, there you go. So she's waiting. So be a little patient. If she has something, she'll put it up a little bit later on than her normal time that she posts, but be on the lookout as she is undefeated in WNBA. You have a free play for everyone today.
I do. With all respect to both the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Atlanta Braves, neither team is hitting the ball very well right now. Yesterday's series opener saw a total of 4 runs scored. Coming into this matchup, Pittsburgh has now played 4 unders in their last 5 games. Atlanta has played 6 unders in their last 10 contests. 2 very strong pitchers are scheduled here, Contreras and Strider. Contreras has an ERA of 1.93, and his last 3 starts have all gone under the total. Strider has a very solid ERA of 2.76, and his last 2 starts have both gone under the total. I expect a slow-moving, low-scoring pitchers duel here, so I'm going to go ahead and take the under.
The First Lady of Vegas is take the under. Pirates, Braves, and guys, understand this: the discount you receive that you're seeing scroll across the bottom of your screen, 7 days all access for Dionne and myself, $59. Use code SWEEP7. You're going to receive from Dionne MLB, NBA, and WNBA. So, guys, what are you waiting for? Right after the show, take advantage of that, Dionne. Now, may I talk about myself and my free play?
Take the floor.
Guys, I swept the board yesterday in both premium and free releases, and today I'm going to do it again. I've been waiting for you to say that to me for 23 years. Do it again. Anyway, sports fans, get ready, not just to get paid today, but to get rich. I have 3 huge winners for you in 2 sports. I have my NBA Game 4 winner. Right now, number 1, the last 30 days at SportsMemo in profits in NBA. I also have my MLB NL Total of the Week and my NL Central Game of the Week. I'm so sure I'm going to sweep the board that I posted a 3-pack discount. You can get all 3 games individually, or you get my 3-pack of winners for just $25 right now at SportsMemo. Now, guys, my free plays, you know what they are? They're El Fuego. For those of you that are not bilingual, that means on fire. Let's go to the interleague action on the diamond today as the Cubs travel to meet the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. All right, guys, sports fans, I'm not going to deny the fact that I bleed Yankee pinstripes, and I'm certainly not going to tell you that I'm not a big Yankees fan. I am. But the truth is the truth, and I will tell you this. There is no questioning that the Yankees are the best team in baseball. Let me tell you that the Dodgers are a very good team. However, they got swept a week and a half ago by the Pirates. The Pirates! Look at what the Yankees did just yesterday. They were trailing 7-3 as the ace of the staff gave up, 5 home runs, as Ross said? My goodness. And yet they came back to win 10-7. That bullpen is pretty darn good. And they came back and scored 7 unanswered runs. What does that tell you about the team? That tells you that they are dynamic, majestic, incredible, amazing, and outstanding. When a team has a record like New York has with a third of the way of the regular season in the rear view, that tells you how good they are. But it tells you all you need to know about them, how they came back to win a game like yesterday. This team is the real deal, and they are on a mission. Having said that, they will continue to win here in interleague play. They're 9-2 the last 11 in interleague games. Guys, with all respect to people from Chicago, they don't call Chicago the second city because they rose from the ashes after the fire of 1817. They call it the second city because they will always take a backseat to New York. That's it. That's it. That's it. I said it. Sorry, Chicago people, but it is true. I don't want to hear Michael Jordan. He's gone. It's done. All right. Sports fans, the Yankees have taken 8 of the last 9 meetings, going back to almost a decade in this series. They haven't met in a while, but they still took 8 of the last 9 meetings. And the Yankees, let's go to the Cubs. The Cubs enter today's matchup. I'm sorry, I thought I was going to get hit because Dionne's from Chicago. The Cubs enter this matchup losing 3 in a row and 7 of their last 11, while New York has won 8 of their last 9 coming into today's game. Offensively, the Yankees account for more than a half a run per game. And as far as pitching goes, they allow nearly 2 runs less per game. I can give you all the stats and streaks in the world, but very simply, New York outclasses Chicago in every way. Wade Miley is seeing action for the first time in almost 3 weeks and having to go against this explosive Yankees lineup. He's not going to have a good first day back, guys. I'll tell you that. Luis Severino takes the mound at home. The Yankees have won 8 of his 10 starts this season. He's 4-1 with a 2.95 ERA. The Cubs, 8-20 the last 28 interleague games, 1-4 the last 5 versus right-handed starters, 1-4 the last 5 on the road, and 1-5 the last 6 following an off day. This game's going to get ugly. Take the Yankees on the run line. It's a winner. Let's bring JM Sports back on. JM, before we run down today's games that we had and a few announcements, any closing thoughts or comments for our viewers out there?
No, guys, go check out, like Joe and Dionne said, there's a bunch of deals going on at SportsMemo. I got a big play up. Check out what they got going tonight. Got a couple free winners from us, but I got a big 5-unit winner on SportsMemo posted now.
A 5-unit. Listen, I said I was going to take my credit card after the show and go buy Ross's 4-game package. I'm going to use it to also buy that 5-unit package. Jeff won't tell me what it is, so I got to buy it because I want winning information just like you guys. Guys, Dionne's got an announcement. I've got an announcement. Then we're going to run down the free plays. Dionne, take it away.
Don't forget, Joey and I still have that huge discount going on right now. 7 days, all sports. All you have to do is use code SWEEP7 upon checkout. That's right. $59 for a full week from either one of us. And today we're going to get a double dose of Joey and Jeff today.
Absolutely. That's like, sounds like an adult film from the 70s. Now, sports fans, tune in today to Full Count, SportsMemo's MLB betting coverage show, coming to you live 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, as I'm one of the hosts. Joining me, JM Sports and Kevin Thomas. So tune into that before you make any of your Friday MLB betting decisions. Guys, we would love it if you went to the Sports Memo YouTube channel. Great content. We do this show. We do the MLB coverage show. John Ryan does a ton of content. Ross puts some videos up. Also, go to Sports Memo's Twitter page. The best collection of cappers on the planet are at Sports Memo. We each post tons of free stuff. You get odds. You get futures. Eric Pauly, who is a new handicapper to Sports Memo, has been writing great columns over there. Also, follow Ross over at Ross Benjamin Sports.
He's
follow
Ross Benjamin 1.
Ross Benjamin 1 at Ross Benjamin 1. Follow JM Sports Cleveland. That's JM Sports CLE. That's short for Cleveland. We'll get into that down the road, me and him. We'll have some fun with that. Dionne, what is your Twitter?
You can find me over at the First Lady of Vegas, and you can find Joey over at Joe D'Amico Wins.
Today's free plays are as follows. Ross, who had to take off, he had another underwear shoot on Mykonos or something. He's got Rockies, Padres under 7.5. I mess with Ross because he's so darn handsome. Rockies, Padres under 7.5. JM Sports, what did you have for everybody today?
Tampa Bay plus the 110.
Dionne?
I am going with the Pirates Braves under 8.5.
And your sexy and savory host, another free winner, Yankees on the run line, guys. Dionne, if you can please take us out of here.
I sure can. And don't forget to tune in next week for some more special guests and a ton of free winners. On behalf of Ross, Jeff, and us, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Everyone out there, good luck and have a winning day.